Are you looking for the best camera phones in 2024? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best phones on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Google Pixel 8 Pro. The Google Pixel 8 Pro is the latest flagship phone from the owners of the Android operating system. It took Google a full 8 years to brand its own hardware for the OS that it developed to challenge Apple's iOS. Google Pixel fans mainly love 2 things about the phones: the no-nonsense operating system that runs as it is meant to and the quality of the cameras. Many, if not most, Android handset manufacturers put their own interface over the top of the Android system. For Pixel fans, this adds a layer of awkwardness and complication that the OS neither needs nor deserves. The Pixel cameras have long held their own in a fierce market, and many users will prefer the Pixel 8 to any iPhone alternative, either for the OS or for the way the handset processes the images. It's mainly down to a matter of taste in many respects. The headline figures in an iPhone 15 Pro Max versus Google Pixel 8 Pro face-off favor the Google offering. Here you get a minimum of 48 MP, compared with the 12 of some of the iPhone cameras. The main 25mm camera bumps this figure up to 50 MP. The Pixel also shades the contest when it comes to lens speed. The 25mm main camera boasts a maximum f/1.68, f/1.78 for the iPhone, and the 11mm ultrawide is f/1.95, f/2.2 for Apple. Only the 95mm at f/2.8 is slightly slower than the iPhone, f/2.2. The Pixel 8 impresses with its photo quality in most circumstances, and its zoom performance is especially strong. In fact, in bright light outdoors, it can't be beaten. The same is true of its video performance. It falls behind the iPhone in exposure accuracy, and there is more noise in HDR video footage. The Pixel comes out on top for depth of field, and its ultrawide is as good as it gets. There are some neat AI-based innovations for the Pixel 8 Pro, including simple blemish removal. You can pick and choose the best facial expressions for each member of a group photo as well. That's something I think we can all get behind. There will be many who prefer the results from Google Pixel 8 Pro compared with other phones, and it's almost certain it will impress you. Choosing between this and the iPhone 15 Pro Max might be down to OS preference or even which ecosystem you're invested in. At number 2. Apple iPhone 15 Pro, 128GB. The Apple iPhone 15 Pro is, with one major difference, the same as its bigger sibling, the Pro Max. That one difference is in the maximum length of the telephoto lens. In the 15 Pro Max, it's 120mm, but the iPhone 15 Pro has a 77mm telephoto. That, for some people, puts the normal-sized Pro below the bigger offering. For others, the increased portability of the smaller device is the major selling point. There's no getting away from it, the Pro fits in your pocket better. And if the pocket is the main way you're going to be carrying your phone, the 15 Pro might be the choice for you. The other sacrifice you make, apart from screen size, is the reduced battery life from the smaller battery. In every other detail, it is matched spec for spec. The Pro Max has more pixels, for instance, but they are at the same density on the screen. So if you're not so worried about the additional telephoto reach, or you want a more portable phone, the Apple iPhone 15 Pro could be the iPhone for you. At number 3. Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. The Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra is an understandably popular camera phone. Samsung has long impressed with the quality of their camera hardware, and the S23 Ultra packs some impressive features into its elegant case. For one thing, it has 4 cameras rather than the usual 3. And one of these is an astonishing 230mm equivalent telephoto. Another big number to give its competitors pause is the 200MP main camera. In direct competition for the best camera phone title, there are plenty of people who will put the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra on top. And it's easy to see why. The flexibility of having 4 cameras is attractive, and they all achieve excellent image quality. As with many of these decisions, it might come down to personal preference. The Samsung tends to produce colors that are too rich for my taste. And the bokeh produced in some shots seems a little overprocessed. However, if you want fantastic telephoto capability, you'll probably be seriously tempted. Samsung's version of Android OS is not to everyone's taste. But that's all it is, a matter of taste. If you're already a Samsung devotee, you'll love the extra speed and responsiveness of this handset. The S23 Ultra has incredible cameras in its arsenal. Perhaps the deal maker for some will be the Galaxy S Pen. It is stowed in the phone's body, so you never lose it. And rather neatly, it works as a remote shutter button. That's a photographer-friendly feature, for sure. The curved edges of the glass will not be to everyone's taste. But, once again, it's safe to say that it will be hard to be disappointed by the quality of the camera phone in the Samsung Galaxy S23. At number 4. Apple iPhone 15, 128GB. The Apple iPhone 15 can seem subpar compared with the Pro versions. But that's missing the point. By some reckonings, the iPhone 15 is class-leading if you factor out the ultra-premium phones. It certainly is a very capable device. It lacks the telephoto lens of the Pro models, but the cameras are otherwise the same. It has the same screen, as well. It is a very bright screen, with a maximum of 2000 nits peak brightness when out of doors. It is limited to a 60 Hz refresh rate, unlike the 120 Hz of the Pros. Of interest to photographers is that the iPhone 15 produces beautiful bokeh. And the overall video and photography performance is very good. iPhone images tend to be less punchy and contrasty than, say, Pixel phones. And this is where your personal taste preferences might guide your choice. Other features that will interest photographers include Sensor Shift IS. This mechanical process is superior to electronic IS and is impressive in a device as small as a smartphone. Recording 4K video at up to 60 frames per second is another bonus. And the cinematic mode allows for shallow depth of field recording with 4K HDR. It looks great. If you're not too bothered about the lack of a telephoto lens, the Apple iPhone 15 makes good sense. It's a great phone with a very strong photographic pedigree.